Aries, welcome to Osirian Rivers, where we blend runestones and oracle cards to bring you your message. This is going to be for February 2020 for Aries moon, sun, and rising. And I am your host, Mr. Eve. So Aries, your runestone for February 2020 is going to be partnerships. This is everything to do with who's meeting you in the moment. I'm not talking about who you're going to partner up with in the future. This isn't necessarily about moving towards or away from anyone. This is dealing with people right in front of you, whoever you're dealing with today. Each day is going to bring its own new set of problems, new adventures, new avenues. And it's important that we let go of anyone that's not there as we wish them to be, or to seek out relationships with a certain type of mindset about it. Whatever is gonna come is gonna come. And sometimes that's a very difficult thing to swallow, is that lack of control. But also there's joy in it, and embracing the moment, and knowing that wherever you are is exactly where you're supposed to be. Where else can you be other than where you are? So of course it's where you're supposed to be. And in that moment, finding a way to recover yourself. You are the key to your own success. Nobody else is. No partnership, nobody who meets you on your path. A lot of people like to think that it is all about connections. And they're not totally wrong. But for Aries, the strength of the individual can be so astounding and overwhelming when an Aries digs down into their own authentic self and just brings that to the table every single time. You are always going to be at that midpoint. People are going to come at you from all different types of angles, every different walk of life. And even the ones that bring you pain, you can still find joy in the moment of it if you can just acknowledge that it's something painful and let it be. Like, it's not going to continue forever. I'm definitely noticing in these cards an element of sticking with the moment, and I think that has to do with your past rather than people looking towards the future. Seems like my camera's being messed up right now. I'm sorry about that. I hope this message is still coming through. I've been having a lot of technical issues lately. So in your past, with your family, maybe your childhood, there's a healing that has to take place because of a righteous anger that you have. Where you got mad about something and you moved on from it, but there was still, for some reason, you have to revisit that anger. And it's like Aries can get angry so quick and then let it go so quick. So the advice to stay in the moment and to find joy right where you're at is pretty on point. I mean, you guys don't tend to hold on to anger, so you could be angry one minute and find joy the next. But I'm saying that even in that anger, even in righteous anger, even when it's deserved, that person who came into your life did not leave you in a good way. Revisiting that emotion to recover the element of yourself that stole that joy in that moment. Because we are responsible for our own emotional health. And as humans, we like to tell other humans that you made me feel this way. But you have so much more power than you give yourself credit for. And you've given away a part of yourself. You've given away your emotional strength and fortitude in some partnership of the past. Perhaps family origins, or dealing with childhood friends. Just acknowledging that there's that part of yourself that when you dismiss that anger, you also dismissed yourself. You don't need to do that. I definitely feel like January 2020 has been like 6 months long. It's been forever long. And whenever I sit down to think about Aries specifically and the Mars energy that we have coming through right now, it's been like a lost feeling where you guys are still looking at some other aspect than what is directly in front of you, which is kind of uncharacteristic of Aries. So make sure your head's screwed on right and find your happiness. You're going to find your happiness through facing your fears. It seems counterintuitive. The things that were really bothering you or making you angry, confronting them is actually going to be what brings you the joy that continues moment to moment to moment, rather than seeking for some future happiness. Just acknowledging wherever you're at right now and releasing the constraint of feeling a particular way, or like just acknowledging what you're doing with yourself and your energy, and recovering any part of yourself that you may have wrongfully given away so that you can be whole and step forward with your life right now. And then the people that are coming to you, all the partnerships that come your way, will be very clean, and they'll be devoid of all of those angry past moments when you do the work and you confront those fears. Not the people. You're not arguing with other people. This is with yourself. This is work within yourself. Thank you so much for listening, Aries. You guys have a wonderful February 2020, and I'll see you soon.